my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose. Know that you can't stop it. Watch this. Look at how I work that pocket. Look at how I flow like faucets. How that pop look like robotics. Can't tame me. Shoulders gone crazy. See that neck break and that head bang and the hands wave and I'm dangerous. You cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body screaming.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Well, five at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just three in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position.
Albert Ferrer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Messi.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now it's Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Bojan, cross flung in towards the middle. Hakimi, nicely weighted ball. Lewandowski receives it in a wide position. Darren Fletcher. Mbappe. Now it's from Mbappe! Bojan. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Cole. And here's Azar. Out towards the flank. Nice interception, well timed. That's an imaginative pass. And he's intervened well there. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe. Number 6.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Coming on the field.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Albert Ferrer. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Great ball if he can get there. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He's there to hit it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ambitious ball here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Threads one in. And he's gone looking for safety.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Looking for a runner. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. James. De Bruyne. And here's Drogba. It's Drogba! Bardiol gets it away. Referee's given a throw. Great vision. And he's worked it through. And nicely intercepted. A heavy challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He's come in hard.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's De Bruyne. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. He's found the way through. Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De Bruyne. Darren Fletcher. Passes short and sharp. He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Time.
And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need...
There's the header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cole. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Albert Ferrer gets over and intercepts. And he's being shifted off it. And he's picked out the run. So we're still where we started right now. He'll try to keep this alive. Cannavaro. Well, Bojan Krkic set a number of goal-scoring records in his youth, and you can still see in him the qualities that made him such a phenomenon at that level.
Adaptability and pace, those are the qualities, Peter. He doesn't have the physique of a traditional striker, so it's all about playing across the front line, switching positions, keeping defenders on their toes.
And he got the best footballing education going when it comes to that sort of play.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of...
Here's a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
De Bruyne powering forward here. And here's Drogba. Nicely spread.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, there's the clearance. And this is Batistuta. And this is Hazard. And he's in on goal. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the...
It's Drogba! Oh, my word, that is quite something! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Kökçü was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's got away. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Out of play for a throw. Bojan Krkić has it out wide and in space. And this is Drogba. Hazard! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, Bojan Krkic set a number of goal-scoring records in his youth, and you can still see in him the qualities that made him such a phenomenon at that level.
Adaptability and pace, those are the qualities, Peter. He doesn't have the physique.
And he shoots! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Number 20.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Mbappe simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fletcher kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bojan Krkic gets into some space. And we have our very first corner. Bojan! Oh, not the best of headers. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He shot a goal! He has done it! And that for him is goal number 10. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's Alexander-Arnold. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And they're quick to get it back. Knocks it out wide, played back in. James. Looking for options for movement. That is a brilliant interception. De Bruyne.
Milan really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. He gets big! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got his cross in. Tries to get it clear. And that is out of play.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Some really good ball movement. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And if you do
Some
have
first
a
half
chance
thoughts?
today, please
I
take
think
some
the
time out
manager
to give your
should be
support
pretty
to our
happy
better
that his
stadium
side
fund.
managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Lewandowski! No, he's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Alexander-Arnold. And that is as far as they're going to go. De Bruyne. Oh, sweet feet. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. De Bruyne. Looking for the run. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Over to the left. Roberto Carlos. He's in plenty of space here.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach.
Up he goes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. And it's James. Real chance! Just a whisker away. Alexander-Arnold. Aims beyond the defence. And he's intervened well there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Lewandowski. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now, can they get him away?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bojan. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. De Bruyne. Lewandowski. Can he finish? No mistake! And the comeback is complete! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution for Milan, number 8, Xabi Alonso.
We have got changes
Coming
here
on to
from both
replace
sides, in
him
fact.
Number 19.
So we have a breakthrough.
Tchouaméni.
Now how will things develop from
Substitutions
here?
taking
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Albert Ferrer.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Knocks it into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a goal kick. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Neymar. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. And that is that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a...
Bye.